Hello everyone, and welcome to this month's participant webinar entitled Decluttering Beyond Spring Cleaning. So have you ever been accused of being messy, or maybe having a cluttered desk or a cluttered room? Well, I know I certainly have. This is Gary Sams, the Chief Wellness Officer for EBAW Benefits Administration and Wellness, and I'm pleased to be back with you this month to introduce this topic of decluttering. And when I said I certainly have, I wasn't kidding. You know, you might have an issue with this when someone that you love, in this case my wife, gets you the book from Marie Kondo entitled The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. And so that was a Christmas present for me this year. Again, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. And I take that as a not so subtle message and clue that this is something that I should attend to. And so I have to admit, it's kind of always been a problem of mine. I don't know why. I don't really feel I'm that messy of a person, but I do have a tendency to collect things, and I do have a tendency not to put things away as I should. So I know this is a topic that I can definitely learn from, and to that end I've asked for some help with this issue. So I'm pleased to introduce Lindsay Brailsford. She's our Senior Health and Wellness Coach at EBAW, and she knows just about everything about behavior change and starting a new habit and sticking to it. And we're really fortunate to have her with us this month to really address this topic and to look at the benefits of decluttering, how we can do it, and more importantly, you're really sticking to a change like this. And from what I've read in the research and seen in popular media and just by perusing this book, we really do have a lot to gain when we kind of declutter our life and bring some organization to it. And so with that, Lindsay, I'm really looking forward to what you have to say, and maybe getting some praise from my wife from not being so cluttered after what you have to present. So Lindsay, take it away.
Thank you, Gary, for the introduction. Funny enough, I actually also have that book. My sister gave it to me a couple of years ago after she read it, and she had gotten it from a stranger at an airport who had enjoyed it and wanted to spread the joy, which is basically what we're talking about today. Appreciating a book, a piece of clothing, an item in your house that was once something that you loved, but maybe you no longer have a need for, and passing that on to someone else. It's a great time of year to spring clean and declutter. Today we're going to talk about why this is essential for your health. I'll provide tips for getting started and hopefully motivate you to get moving on this important project, whether you start in your office, home, car, or junk drawer. Let's start by talking about the benefits of decluttering. Well, some of the benefits are obvious, right? Less clutter, a tidy home, visually more enjoyable, but it can also boost self-confidence. Small successes, even decluttering one small area, can make you feel good and lead to other successes. Increased energy. You'll be keeping your body moving, and as we all learned in school, a body in motion tends to stay in motion. And as an added bonus, you're burning calories. Decluttering can distract you from unhealthy habits. As a health coach, and as I'm talking with tobacco users about how to distract themselves from smoking, the number one thing they say that is helpful is keeping themselves busy. Whether it's at work or projects at home or hobbies, keeping moving and doing things with their hands helps them to stay away from those urges to light up. The same can go for emotional eaters. Keeping those hands busy, keeping the body moving, mind focused on a task, and they're less likely to oversnack. Speaking of snacking, it's easier to eat well if you can see those fruits and veggies in your refrigerator. Getting the fridge cleaned out can help you make better choices, and it makes it easier to wipe away bacteria and throw away old food. Are you feeling stressed by the mess in your house? Picking up around your home and getting rid of those things you don't love can make you feel calmer and less anxious. Less stuff means less to clean, easier to dust and vacuum. Another benefit to decluttering is improved sleep. When coaching someone that's having problems sleeping, the conversation usually gets to their sleeping environment. Is their bedroom a calm place? Somewhere they can be at ease? Somewhere they enjoy being? Or are there too many distractions? Clothes on the floor, tissues and clutter on the nightstand. If you have a problem sleeping, the bedroom might be a good place for you to start your project. I could actually go on and on about the benefits, but I think you get the idea. What I would encourage you to do is pay attention to and maybe even jot down the benefits you notice from getting your space organized and free of clutter. Where should we begin? I will admit this can be overwhelming at times. There are lots of suggestions on podcasts, documentaries, lists that you can find online with check boxes, maybe having you go room to room. And these are all really great and helpful, but I would say start with what works for you. Gary mentioned at the beginning Marie Kondo in her book, and she also has a show on Netflix, and she suggests with categories and starting with your clothes. So take all of your clothes out of the closet and go through each one. Hold it up and ask yourself, does this shirt fit? Do I wear it? Does it bring you joy? And if yes, then put it away nicely and somewhere you will see it. And if it doesn't, then donate or sell it. If going through all your clothes at once feels like too large of a project, then break it down. As you put away your winter clothes, only store away the ones that you wore recently and give away the rest. As an added bonus, it feels so good to give, and someone could really benefit from your old coat or your ill-fitting sweater. Set a timer. If you're short on time, set a timer for 5 minutes and see what you can accomplish. While researching this topic, I actually timed myself decluttering various areas. My car, for example, I gave the kids a bag and it took them 2 minutes to go through the car and get rid of the trash. The coat closet took me about 5 minutes, and so on. Another suggestion is to go room by room. Having a rough week? Pick a bathroom or a closet that doesn't get used often, and it won't take much time for you to do, and it makes you feel very proud of yourself. Another thing is to have boxes labeled. A box for donate or sell. A box for items that you're going to keep. You might want to put those items away right away if you have a spot for them. Everything should have a place. If you don't have a place for it, put it in the box and then put those items away at the end of your project. Another box would be for recycle or repurpose. Repurposing can be such a fun way to be creative and reuse a piece of furniture that was once loved but is now outdated. And if that's your route, then that's great. But if you're using it as an excuse to hold on to something you don't need and you're never actually going to get around to painting it, then it might be time to part ways. And then the last box or bag would be for trash, and that one can be pretty easy to go around. That might be a good place to start, is grab a bag and go through each room and each bathroom and get all of the trash out. As you're decluttering, you may feel like things are getting messier. With the boxes everywhere and bags to go to Goodwill, I would suggest getting those bags out as soon as you can. Have a friend come over and grab that bag of hand-me-down clothes for their child, and take the bags out to the trash. How to get and stay motivated. Hopefully so far I have you thinking about where you can start in your life to relieve some anxiety and get your home in order. Once you've gotten the ball rolling, don't bring more things in. Don't buy things you don't need just because they're on sale. This is one I need to remind myself. Keep up with your new decluttering schedule, and remember, your schedule should work for you. It should be a doable goal. As you're going through this process, you might like to listen to podcasts on decluttering or follow someone inspirational on this topic on Instagram or other social media. The more you are reminded of your goals, the more you will get inspired to keep up with them. As with any wellness goal, remind yourself the benefits you are noticing. Reward yourself. The home is all picked up, so now maybe hire a cleaning service to come in after you. Speaking of, if you do need help with your decluttering goal, ask a friend to come over or call a professional organizer. Have an accountability partner. Send before and after pictures of your kitchen or whatnot to a friend, or plan a gathering at your house for a month out. That way you have a goal and your home must be clean by that date, and nothing gets a house cleaner than knowing people are coming over. My task for you. Decide where you'd like to start today. Grab your pen and paper and jot down your plan, and maybe you could even get started right now at your desk. And I hope decluttering will leave you more mindful of what you bring into your home and grateful for what you have. Thank you for listening, and please do something kind for yourself today. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.